In this video, we are going to insert, rename, and delete a worksheet inside in a workbook in MS Excel. So, watch the video till the end to follow each and every steps. And don't forget to subscribe the channel and hit the notification bell icon for regular updates. In MS Excel, a worksheet is a collection of cells where we used to keep and manipulate data. Now, an Excel workbook can contain multiple worksheets, and these worksheets we use to do each and every work in our worksheet. So, we can insert a worksheet, we can rename an existing worksheet, as well as we can delete a worksheet from the Excel workbook which is no longer when it is no longer required. Now these worksheets are available on the sheet tab. So this one is the sheet tab. Here we can see these are the worksheets available. By default the worksheet has the name like sheet 1, sheet 2, sheet 3, and so on. So these are the name given to the worksheet by default, and the sheet tab, which is located at the bottom of the MS Excel application window, this displays the name of the worksheet. Here the worksheets are located. Now it also used using the sheet tab, we can move from one worksheet to another worksheet by just simply clicking on the active worksheet. So let's start with our first step, that how we can insert a worksheet in a workbook. So to insert a worksheet in a workbook, there are several steps and we can follow any one of them. So here I am discussing about all of the steps to create or to insert a worksheet in a workbook. The first step, move the cursor move the cursor to the sheet tab, and here you can find the insert worksheet button or the new sheet button, this one, in an insert worksheet button or the new sheet button. Now click on the that is available on the sheet tab. Now click on that button to create or to insert a worksheet in the end. This is the way how we can insert a worksheet at the end. There exists another ways also. So what we can do, we can right click on the last sheet. Here the last sheet has the name sheet 9, so we can right click on the last sheet. It can be name of sheet 1, sheet 2, sheet 3. Here it is sheet 9. On the sheet tab and click on the insert button, and click on the insert button from the shortcut menu that appears. So I have right clicked at the sheet tab on the sheet on the sheet tab and click on the insert button from the shortcut menu that appears. So again a menu insert dialog box that pop up. So here, since we are inserting a worksheet, we have to select that the first one, worksheet. We have to select the worksheet in the general tab. This one is the general tab. We have to select the worksheet in the general tab, and after that we have to click on the OK button to insert a worksheet. Here you can see that this worksheet that has been newly added, and remember that the sheet in this case the sheet always added to the left of the active worksheet. So suppose this one is the active worksheet, and if we again do the steps, click on the insert in the general tab, select the worksheet button, click on the worksheet option and click on the OK button. So definitely you can see there this one sheet 11. Obviously each and every time in this process the sheet is always added to the left of the active worksheet. So in this process we can insert a worksheet in a workbook. Now our next step, how we can rename a worksheet. So to rename a worksheet in our workbook, there also exists more than one steps. Now the first and the easiest step is that double click on the worksheet name on the sheet tab in order to rename it. So suppose I want to change the name of the sheet 1. So on the sheet tab, this one is the sheet tab. Here all the names are getting displayed, even each and every sheet. So I'm double clicking on the active worksheet. The whole text will get selected. Now remove that text by pressing the backspace or delete key from the keyboard and type the new name. So this is our new worksheet. I'm writing is new worksheet, and after that hit the enter button from the keyboard. So in this way we can rename a worksheet. So there exists another way. So suppose I want to rename this one sheet 9. So in this case just right click on the sheet on available on the sheet tab. So I'm just right clicking on it. Again a shortcut menu appears. This one is the shortcut menu. Now select the rename option from the shortcut menu that appears. Again we have to type the new name. So since this one I have created worksheet 2. Now after giving the new name, press the enter key from the keyboard or click anywhere in the sheet area like this. The worksheet will get renamed. So these are the steps. By using this we can rename a worksheet in a given workbook. So we have seen how we can insert a worksheet, we have seen how we can rename a worksheet. Now we are going to see that how we can delete a worksheet in our workbook. So definitely there exist more than one steps. So the first one, suppose I wanted to delete the worksheet 2, this one. So in this case just bring the cursor on the sheet that you want to delete. Now right click on the sheet that is available on the sheet tab. Now click on the delete option from the shortcut menu that appears. Select the delete option. If you are deleting a blank worksheet, the MS Excel will simply delete it. But suppose you are deleting a worksheet that contains data. So in that case I'm writing some data inside in the worksheet and I've written it in sheet 10 and I'm trying to delete this one. So again right click on it and I'm selecting this one, delete. So if we attempt to delete a worksheet that contain some data, in that case MS Excel will prompt you a message before deleting the worksheet. So in this case, to delete the worksheet, we have to click on the delete button, and if we want to abort this operation, we can click on the cancel button also. So to delete this worksheet, I have to click on the delete button. Now the worksheet is get deleted. So in this way we can delete a worksheet. So in this video we have seen how we can insert a worksheet inside in a workbook, how we can rename a worksheet, and how we can delete a worksheet.